What's up, my beautiful people? Because the world's in desperate need of both, we're back again with another daily dose of Reddit Hope and Happy. And with any luck, we'll get you smiling by the end here. Going back into r/GetMotivated today, so let's get to it. Our first post is from user Bobabillion. Talk to the duck. A lot of you might know this as a way programmers debug their code. But I think that the concept can be applied to a lot more than that. For those that don't know, talking to the duck is one way that a programmer can attempt to fix an issue that they are having trouble with. They do this quite literally by talking to a rubber duck. They state what the problem they're trying to solve is, what the steps they've done are, and what steps are left. They go through the steps they've done into the steps that aren't working, explaining all of it out loud to a rubber duck sitting on their desk. This helps because you listen to and think about what you're saying, and it can help you resolve issues you may be having. I've bent the traditional programming duck conversation to apply more to r/GetMotivated, but I think this can be really helpful for some. Once you've given your life story to the duck, and you've reached your problem, talk to the duck about what you want to do to fix it. What steps do you want to take? What steps have you tried? What steps can you try differently? Tell the duck. Explore your options. Maybe you want to build a bed? Why haven't you? Have you started and not stopped? Did you get sidetracked? Did you run out of time? Did you never have enough time? Tell the duck. Let it know all your problems with why that bed isn't built. Start exploring how you can solve any of those things and tell it all to the duck. Maybe you need to do some research on beds. Maybe you need to buy some wood. Maybe you need to schedule some time to work on the bed. Maybe you need a friend to come over and help. Tell the duck. Let it know it all. At the end of this, if it helps, you can promise the duck that you'll build that bed. It may not seem like much, but this creates the idea in your mind that you are doing it for the duck and not yourself, and you wouldn't want to let that duck down. This part is effective, I think, because like Roombas, humans tend to become attached to inanimate objects. And when you complete whatever it is and people ask why you did it, you can say that you promised it to a duck, which I think would be pretty cool. That's an interesting idea I've never even considered. Nor has my wife ever told me about that, and she is a computer programmer. Seriously though, I think that's awesome. The more you vocalize it, the more you talk to something about the problem, the issue that you're going through, the more likely you are to actually be able to find a solution. In all seriousness, this is actually a really cool and good concept. Honestly, thanks. This is something I may have to adopt in my own life here. I've never even considered something like this. Thank you so much for the post and sharing this idea. Wherever you're at, I do wish you the best and stay beautiful. Our next post is from user Fat2Fit100. But first, if you're enjoying the video and have your own story that you'd want to share, go ahead and feel free to do so in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. It really makes my day when I hear from you guys. Decide what success and happiness mean to you. It took me a long time to figure out what success really meant. I initially failed out of college, became addicted to drugs, and gained a lot of weight. My whole life, I was taught to compare myself to others, and obviously with my accolades, it appeared I was failing. Finally, I learned to stop comparing myself and figure out what success and happiness would mean in my life. Life always appears easy when you are given a roadmap. We create milestones and goals that we strive to hit each and every year, almost like a video game. Always striving for the next level. Elementary school, middle school, high school, college. Every year, we progress in a procedural way, like we're on repeat. We become conditioned to the uniformity, then finally it just stops. You hit your 20s and there's no clear-cut benchmarking systems anymore. You begin to search for your own milestones, but you don't have a solidified timeline. What comes next? Marriage, kids, a job promotion? There's no grading scale for success past your 20s. Do you enjoy your job? Does your relationship suck? That's up for you to decide now. Your whole life has been dictated by the imaginary score we keep, but now that's gone. There is no predetermined next big accomplishment. It is up to you to discover what success and happiness mean in your life. For the first time in your life, you are free to follow your own path, and sometimes that freedom can be overwhelming. You need to understand that success looks different to everyone because everyone is different. It is easy to become anxious about your accomplishments when you compare them to those of others, but there is no hard deadline for your personal growth. The sooner you realize nobody's keeping score, the sooner you can appreciate your life for what it is. Start doing the things you want to do, rather than what people are telling you to do. You are more than just a list of accomplishments. Continue to focus on your happiness, try new things, because your personal growth is what lies at the center of success. The hardest challenge in life is learning to be yourself. Oh boy, ain't that the truth. But you're right here. It's easy to compare yourself to others and feel like you've fallen short, feel like nothing you've done has mattered, and in reality, success really just is different for everyone. I know that I've mentioned this story before on the channel, and think whatever you will of the guy. Colonel Sanders, most of his life was a failure. It wasn't until after he quote-unquote retired and was selling fried chicken door to door that he actually started to see success. That his family recipe, or whatever it was that he was using, was able to build him a fast food empire. That all started when he was in his 60s. Success comes at different times and in different ways for everyone. And honestly, this is something I think I needed to hear right now, because some of the personal things that I'm going through, and yeah, I'm human like the rest of you. I'm fallible, I have faults, and sometimes it can get hard to keep going on when you're not seeing anything change. But, you're right. Everyone's got different milestones, and I, like so many others out there, just need to be content with where we are and find what success means for us in our own way. So, OP, thank you so much for sharing the post, for putting this out there, and wherever you're at, I do wish you the best, and stay beautiful. Our next post is from user Leon Agano. I sold my B2B company and achieved my dreams. Meaningless life? I'm sharing a story of my past experience from building, selling a company, achieving the life I dreamed about, and how empty it was. My lessons learned? Look for a meaningful life, always, but put your health first. Time is precious. Challenges make me alive. Be happy, have savings. Money is temporary, so spend it wisely. And B2B business is hard, but relationships are not. 2007. I'd been working for 10 years in Brazil, mainly as a software engineer and tech lead for a few different software development agencies. Hectic environment was the norm. 250 plus hours a month for 4 months, no weekends, no exercise. I was like, I'm young, I can do all of it. Problem. Then, all of a sudden, I felt an irregular heart rate. I felt my heart beating faster for 2 days. This situation led me to a hospital visit. Burnout detected. I was told to reduce my workload. At least my heart and everything else was completely fine. This problem would change my mindset forever. Solution? Worrying about my life, I left the company and planned to spend 1 year taking care of myself. No work at all. At the time, I was living at home, no kids, and had 2 years of savings, which facilitated my decision. My new mindset? I will never work as many hours as before, and I will not worry about work as much as I will about my health. So what did I do next? 2 months into my forced sabbatical, I got a call from a former colleague. A job proposal. No, I'll stay 1 year off work. How about doing a contract, working from home, at your own time? I sent my proposal, considering 8 hours a day, higher rates, and extended delivery dates. Okay, agreed. Fast forwarding some years, I co-created a B2B product, similar to ClickView or GeckoBoard, at my own pace, 10 months, and without pressures, working normal hours. Took us 10 months to strike the first sale. Company of one. I ran the company for 9 years. 3 co-founders, I was the only one working full-time. 4 clients only, 4 employees. All projects had realistic deadlines. We wouldn't allow pressure from clients to deliver earlier. No extra hours, and flexible time. We could mostly work whenever and wherever we wanted to, following the deliverables. All of it also allowed me to work less hours and enjoy the chaste freedom. We were thriving. Finally, the dreamed life. Everything was running accordingly. No long hours, holidays abroad, time to exercise, low 7 figures revenue, great profit, highly efficient employees. The life I had always dreamed of had arrived. To make it even better, I received an offer and sold my company for something in the north of 7 times my yearly earnings. Moving abroad. With money on hand, there was time for us, my wife and I, to make the biggest decision of our lives: to move abroad. From the hot and sunny Brazil to London. I'll write another post with the reasons why we decided to move. I'm on top of the world. Now I have all the time I wished for, I can travel a lot, I don't need to work, I'm successful, anything I launch will be profitable, I know how to make money. Then I traveled. I didn't look for a new job at all. I invested my time in side projects as diverse as a list of transport options from airports to city centers, list of UK beers, list of music for video games. Is everything going according to plan? Well, my new lifestyle was not bringing me real happiness. Having anything I dreamed of without any clear purpose was meaningless. Adding to this, my side projects were not helping anyone. This made me realize I wasn't as invincible as I arrogantly had thought. The meaning of my life. One of the purposes of our moving abroad was to raise kids in a safer country with less problematic politics. Then, sticking to the original plan, it was time to have a baby. He was born 2 years after I started my dreamed empty life. Since then, I'm one of the most important people in the world, at least for him. My life now has the most clear objectives, most difficult challenges, and the best rewards ever. To make him as happy as possible. If he's happy, I'm more than happy. To raise him without any preconceived views. And many, many more. Now I'm on top of the world. My world today? Since 2018, I'm working as a project manager / product owner after 12 years as an employer. Why? My mind needs to be active. An empty mind sucks. It makes me feel alive. I need the income. There are loads of positive points now, like 25 days of holidays, clear direction, having a boss to learn from, working in an industry I'm passionate about, sports, career progression, etc. My future? I'm chasing the dream, once again, of launching something that helps people. Why? To see the real joy of helping people solve their problems, and to spend quality time with my family. This time will never come back. To have the freedom to work whenever and wherever I'm the most productive. To feel the rush when a new client buys my product. Now, I'm 100% sure I'm using my time and money way more wisely than before. Well, I think this one ties in with the last post pretty dang well. Success comes in various ways, and it's really hard to predict what our dream life ultimately ends up being. Success is arbitrary to everyone else. So OP, thank you for putting this up. Thank you so much for sharing your story and what led you to where you're at now. And wherever you're at, I wish you the best and stay beautiful. That was r/GetMotivated, and if you want more motivational videos, then go ahead and hit that link on the left side of your screen. Now, you all stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you all on Monday. Until then, stay beautiful, people.